They're not after me, they're after you. I'm just in the way.
That's right.
What would they throw you in jail for?
If because maybe I'm talking against them. Maybe that's all they need.
But have you ever hoarded classified documents in a bathroom at your golf club?
Well, no, but then again, I've never been president either, and I've never had any exoneration from whatever the document rule.
Why would they come after you?
Well, because they're coming after everybody in this country.
One of Donald Trump's favorite campaign lines is the phrase, "They aren't coming after me, they're coming after you." And this MAGA patriot is taking Trump seriously, even if she can't explain what she's talking about. That clip comes to us from our friends at the Good Liars. And if you think it sounds crazy when this lady says it, wait until you hear Trump try and compare himself to a Christ-like figure suffering for the MAGA movement.
Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me. I consider it a badge, a great, great, beautiful badge of honor and courage. Because I'm being indicted for you.
But Trump is starting to struggle with his explanation for why the DOJ is indicting him in the first place. That was especially true during the former president's recent trip to New Hampshire, where Trump seemed to struggle with a basic question about whether more audio tapes exist.
You're not concerned then with your own voice on those recordings?
My voice was fine. What did I say wrong on those recordings? I didn't even see the recording. All I know is I did nothing wrong. We had a lot of papers stacked up. In fact, you could hear the rustle of the paper, and nobody said I did anything wrong, other than the fake news, which of course is Fox, too.
Are there any other recordings that we should be concerned of?
I don't know of any recordings that you should be concerned with, because I don't do things wrong. I do things right. I'm a legitimate person.
One thing is clear. While it may not seem like Trump's legal troubles are hurting him yet, it only takes a little digging into the data to see that key Trump pillars of support are starting to chip away at the edges. Trump's favorability is clearly slipping. He's fallen 6 points since the indictment, from a recent high of 45% to just 39% now. And while over half of Republican voters said they'd support him back in May, that fell to just 47% in June. That's not a landslide, but it is enough to keep Trump's team up at night. Of course, all these numbers are looking ahead to a general election against Joe Biden. In the Republican primary, Trump isn't just in the driver's seat, he's already 5 laps ahead of the field.
We are Magadonians. We are very smart. We stick together as one, we follow Truth Social, we put America first, and we will make America great again, all cap. Literally and figuratively. Whatever Magadonia is, we already know what it looks like.
Plan to secure the border on day one of my new term in office. I will sign an executive order making clear to federal agencies that under the correct interpretation of the law, going forward, the future children of illegal aliens will not receive automatic U.S. citizenship.
Won't be very brown. Pretty European though, just in case Trump needs to remarry. Meanwhile, this past weekend, former President Donald Trump referred to MAGA as if it were a place, Magadonia, more on that in a second, when he ripped off Stankonia by Outkast and didn't think anybody would notice. But this is trendy among Republicans, at least it might be. Carrie Lake did Drake's album cover from Nothing Was the Same, swagger jacking what they would consider wokeness, just to turn around and define it as.
And I don't like the term woke because I hear woke, woke, woke. You know, it's like just a term that half the people can't even define it. They don't know what it is.
Oh, well, maybe that was 45's way of saying that he knows what woke means and nobody else does. Maybe it isn't his thing until it is. Because he later claimed that the military is woke and he used to sell woke merch to make money off of it and attract the black vote. Anyways, Magadonia. I don't want y'all to think of it in terms of geography. It's not a location, it's a state of mind, a way of life, where his supporters think he's one of them and for them, despite the fact that they wouldn't be allowed to touch him or even get near the actual him. Now, that doesn't mean Magadonia wouldn't pretend to be its own country like the Confederacy before it. I mean, there's already a flag, currency would be Trump bucks, 45 would be dictator, of course. As for necessities, Donald already has that covered.
What Trump steaks did for the hungry, what Trump water did for the thirsty in our nation, what Trump University did to lift up the uneducated in our country. Well, along comes Trump, the vaccine. Possibilities, I think you'll agree, are endless.